Hello, hello. Sorry guys for a bit of delay there on the music front. That was a new release by Charlie XCX. Interesting. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but first, got a star in the studio. Hello, Paulie Boy.
Hello guys, how are you?
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
I'm joined by Kennedy.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Liv has very kindly organised this interview and put everything together, and as our next head of music, I think it's only fair that she starts by asking the questions. So the floor is yours. It's good pressure, I promise.
I'm going to start off, ease our way into it, if that's alright with you.
Alright, sounds good, yeah.
How has life been while on tour? What's the tour looking like? How's it going?
Everything is so much fun. I love it over here in the UK. Very hospitable place. I'm having the time of my life.
Glad to hear it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're only 26, is that correct?
I actually just turned 27.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
At 27, you're kind of building a very serious reputation on the modern blues and rock and roll scene. When did you first realise this was more than just a hobby, that you were going to pursue it?
That's a good question. I don't know if I could say exactly when, but there was definitely a time where I was like, I have to do this. Someone has to keep this stuff alive, and I could pretty much have dedicated my life to I just want to make sure the blues stays alive. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Was there a particular artist or anyone in particular that made you say, I want that sound to continue, or I want to build on that sound, kind of make my own version of it in particular?
Philip Sace.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys today keeping it alive, and I saw him for the first time in West Virginia in 2023 or 2022, and going to that show pretty much sent me down this path where I had started believing that I have to do it, Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think I'd say that blues is a very historic genre, and I think
absolutely.
Maryland probably isn't the first place you think of. What kind of drew you into that space, that kind of scene?
Well, I feel it's a part of my background, in my history, because of my family. They're all from down south. My mom is from Memphis, Tennessee, and her whole family's from there. And my dad is from Chicago, but the Great Migration, everyone came from Mississippi, and his people came from Holly Springs, Mississippi. So I think just nature versus nurture just is in me, Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, there's so many inspirations there to draw upon,
right,
between
yeah.
There's a distance and a half. I visited Chicago 4 or 5 years ago, and that's what really amazed me, was just the amount of music history that's still so kind of enshrined in the city, for sure. Do you visit Chicago often, or are you mostly Maryland all the time?
I've been a couple times. I wouldn't say often, but I've been 3, 4, 5 times, yeah.
They would love you, surely.
I know,
they would love you.
Yeah, they would, yeah.
And speaking of loving you, clearly there's an audience and an appetite for this particular genre, and you said keeping it alive in that sense. Have you felt that sort of as you've been going out more and more? Is it drawing more people in?
I would say especially here in the UK, we get pretty good reactions out here, but I mean, even I was just recently in New Orleans, and I was shocked to see how lively the blues was down there, man. It was real lit. Yeah. Nice, yeah.
Absolutely. I think you're rebuilding the history. There's probably a bit of a, this is my analysis of it, so I may be wrong, but a bit of a generational gap where you're getting younger audiences probably hearing that music that their parents or even grandparents played and went, wait a minute, I remember this sound. It's coming back to me. I want this.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that?
Yes, and actually, when I played Newcastle in January, I forget who it was, but it was a journalist or something. They had said something about how they haven't seen such a young crowd at a blues act in a while, and I was yeah, man, it was pretty cool to see. You know, yeah.
Do you think your age helps with that as well? Kind of seeing what a younger audience, maybe visualizing and what you bring to the stage.
My age, honestly, I don't know, because I would say I'm on the very young side to be in this. I don't really even meet people normally that are my age that are into it, but it's cool to be able to put people on that are even younger than me,
Absolutely.
And I even see younger players out here who I think I've kind of turned them on to some things, and I see them kind of playing blues and E patterns similar to what I do and stuff, and I like to see that. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think that links quite well to the question I already have written down, which you have spoken about a little bit of. Do you feel as a younger artist kind of in this genre that it's your responsibility to somewhat keep blues music evolving and relevant?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said earlier, I think somebody has to do it, and if not, what's going to happen to this art, And I think it's imperative to me to make sure I try to do it. Not only do I try to uphold the traditions, but I try to deliver the same experience that you used to get back in the day. like if you look carefully at the way I do things and like the pedals that I'm using, and like I still use 9-volt batteries and stuff, you know, like everything I do is like traditional old school way, you know, and that's important to me to keep it alive like that.
Sure.
I think like everything you said there makes sense. There's quite a classic and old influence in your sound. Do you feel that you kind of honor the blues tradition while trying to push it somewhere new, or do you think you kind of want to keep the legacy alive as it is?
I don't know, like I feel like it's an interesting question, because I've noticed a lot of people do try to push me into like a direction of being more progressive. Like that's very common. Everyone tries to get me out of like the basic 12-bar blues standard box, but like I find myself always just wanting to just be like, I've been saying for so long, I just want to be like Johnny Winter. Like I just want to do blues standards and just like I just want to sit at the table with all those guys that I once looked up to, you know. And I don't necessarily want to like make it more progressive. I'm not against it, and I think honestly like my bands back home and stuff, and like our sound and some of our recordings, they probably are like more progressive than like traditional blues, but that was never really my goal. But I do think maybe we do kind of push it a little bit, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Your band, you're in a band, Back from the Dead.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that. How did that come together?
Me and the drummer in his basement, we spent days and days and hours, just the two of us in his basement for years, like 2 or 3 years. And then we started playing like local gigs in Maryland. We did about, I don't know, a year or two of local gigs with my bass player Jimbo tagged along at this point too, so it was the 3 of us, and we were doing like local gigs in the Maryland scene. And then we came out here, and then as soon as we started playing in Glasgow and Edinburgh, thanks to Ivory Blacks and Bannerman's, we just walked past Bannerman's, by the way, it was pretty cool to see again. But yeah, those 2 clubs like really kind of put us on like the international map. And then we started playing Canada and England and stuff, you know, and it just got more opportunities as it went on, you know. But yeah, I would say big shout out to Scotland though, really. Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you have, you know, they said they were Canada and the UK, do you have a favourite city to perform in?
Glasgow, yeah.
Well,
Newcastle too is pretty cool.
As Edinburgh dwellers, we are jealous, but also understand that Glasgow is the place to be.
Yeah.
And Newcastle as well is a sick vibe. Has there been anywhere that you've kind of been surprised at perhaps the enthusiasm of the audience?
Yes, Liverpool was crazy.
Yeah.
Man, like, oh my gosh, I had so much fun just talking to the people, like just in like the outside area. Like we were just kind of just going off of each other, just kind of laughing and stuff. It was hilarious, the stuff they were saying, you know.
You can't go wrong with a Liverpudlian, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm looking at it from I'm like, you know, up in the north.
Yeah.
Have you played Manchester?
Yes.
I think I would say Manchester is the music. I don't know, I think that's where I go to
There's a lot of cultural
gigs.
Yes, Manchester was like a good shout, but the thing about Manchester, I was there for so short that it doesn't feel like I've been there. Like I only was there, I got there at like 4 and then went to the sound check and then played the gig and left. We went to I think actually went to Edinburgh the next day.
Wow.
Either that. Yeah, I think it was either Edinburgh or Liverpool, I don't even remember, but we went somewhere right after. Yeah.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's about trying to get a vibe of the city as well, having that time to kind of talk to the people.
Yeah.
Is there anywhere on your kind of bucket list that you'd love to perform in that you haven't had a chance to yet?
Yeah, many places. Maybe the main one would be the Isle of Wight festival.
Oh, wow.
I want to play that.
That was a real curveball there. Yeah, I was going to say that took me by surprise.
I want to play that. I also, me and Jimbo, my bass player, joke about how we want to play the Edinburgh Castle.
That would be insane.
I want to play the castle. Yeah. And guess what, man? I actually am playing a castle this year, so like, that's kind of cool to me.
Wow, are we allowed to know?
What is it called? I think it's called the Lincolnshire Castle in Grimsthorpe, England. I've never been there, but yeah, it's a festival, the Nini Valley Rock Fest. Yeah.
Oh, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, what a scene.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I love going to castles. Me and her went to one like 2 days ago in Stirling.
Oh, Stirling Castle.
Yeah. I just love visiting castles, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There's plenty up in Scotland and in the north.
Yeah.
The best Scottish castle on the Isle of Skye, Ellen John.
Oh yeah, I mean,
magical.
Really? That's quite far. I would love to go to Skye. Yeah. I've never been to Skye. Never been that high up.
4 years here and I still haven't gone to Skye either, I will admit.
Yeah.
It's on my bucket list.
I've been in the Highlands a couple of times, just never that high up. Yeah.
It's been a gorgeous place.
Yeah.
But no, Edinburgh Castle would be insane. Have you been around it yet?
The Edinburgh Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been,
I've actually been inside one time, yeah.
You see,
inside.
there's a bit of folklore here for Edinburgh, which is if you're an Edinburgh student, you can't go in until you've passed your degree, because otherwise you'll fail.
Yeah.
So I've been staring at it from the outside for years, but I want to be in that. They can't let me in yet.
Soon.
Yeah, actually, literally within weeks, I can go in. Oh, finally.
Yeah.
But no, well, I'm glad you enjoy Edinburgh as well.
Oh, yeah.
It feels hospitable to you.
Yeah.
In terms of kind of what's next for your sound, like you said that you're happy to kind of be seen as progressive, but not too aggressive, where you're kind of losing the original tactics in making the kind of genre. Or do you see that kind of more artists coming into the space since you've started? Do you think it's growing? Do you think it's kind of, or at least sustaining?
Maybe ever so slightly, honestly, yeah, but I don't know, like maybe a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple guys I can think of that I think I have a couple friends that I've put them down the same path that I'm on right now, you know. Yeah, for sure.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? It's nice to have that kind of middle ground of it doesn't need to be, it's not a genre that is explosive by any means, but again, having that kind of inspiration like you had when you were, you know, the concept to pick up people and say, actually, this is kind of my sound. I want to get into it. I want to get into creating it. It's a really special thing, right?
Yeah. I think it's really interesting. You talk a lot about live shows. Do you think that's kind of where the magic lies, where the band comes alive?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And do you think you prioritize that potentially over the studio?
Yeah, way more. Honestly, I don't really know why, but I have a lot of fun at my shows, man. Like, I don't know, I just kind of do whatever I want, really. It's just, and I get to play the songs. I like playing loud. I don't know, it's just fun. And yeah, and every recording is always different, and I like listening to the songs back. I get excited every time we get to play early one morning and then listen back at the end. I don't know, yeah.
Absolutely. You've got that creative freedom, right, all the time. Every time you're doing a show, it can be something a little bit different.
And I change stuff a lot. I really do play the songs differently. Yeah.
Sick, yeah. Well, we do have some of your records on here, but we also know that you have brought a very special instrument with you. We have Early One Morning downloaded and Rambling on My Mind, but if you have your guitar, would you be interested in playing on something?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very beautiful guitar, by the way, for those of you who can't see.
Yeah, thank you to my friend Davide for letting me borrow it today. Yeah.
Sweet.
Alright, do you want me to just play something? Should I move the mic?
Yeah, bring it forward a little bit towards the sick.
Like that? Alright. Alright, this is like a song I wrote. It's just a bluesy.
Sick.
I made this in Glasgow. Look at the rooster, baby, crying all the time. Look at the rooster, baby, crying all the time. Yeah, I feel just like the rooster. There must be something on his mind. Yeah, I feel just like the rooster, crying all the time. Yeah, I feel just like the rooster, crying. Can't stop thinking about my baby, got it on my mind. Can't stop thinking about my baby, got it on my mind. Can't stop thinking about my baby, crying. Can't stop thinking about my baby. Girl, you treated me unkind. The rooster, crying all the time. Yeah, I feel just like the rooster, crying. Can't stop thinking about my baby, got it on my mind.
Paulie Boy Blues, everybody.
Thank you so much.
How could a genre like this ever die? This is my question. This is my question. Listening to that, I'm hypnotized in a wonderful way. Oh, that was so seamless for you. You literally picked that up, you were straight into it.
Yeah.
No sweat.
Yeah, a little bit of sweat.
Well, the studio's hot, so it's okay. Yeah. It does get warm. And we have that's a broken aircon unit up above, but thank you for that. And what was that song called, sorry?
Rooster, yeah. I never recorded it or anything, but it's just like a blues and E, you know?
Sick. A fresh air special, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with Rooster?
I honestly, like, it. I was just playing and the words just rhymed. It sounds like Robert Johnson to me, like, it sounds like something he would have said.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know. I think I just kind of was in the vibe of Robert Johnson. I just kind of went with it.
Sweet,
yeah.
No, absolutely.
I look up to him a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But also in your own twist. Do you know what I mean? Like it had.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what your kind of songwriting process looks like a lot of the time? What comes first? You know, lyrics, melody.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I recently discovered that it usually stems from the bass line. Like a lot of the songs, like even the ones that you've heard, they all stem from the bass line. Yeah. Like Early One Morning and Chasing the Dragon, it was originally just the bass, and then I played over it.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. And I'd say we got a little glimpse of it there, but people talk a lot about your stage presence, high energy, guitar skills, obviously. Where does that showmanship come from?
A lot of the guys that I look up to like have some wild stage presence, like Stevie Ray and Jimi Hendrix, and I think it's just a part of the culture, man. T-Bone Walker extends all the way back to like the 1930s. I heard Jimi Hendrix one time. People ask me, why do I do all these guitar tricks? Why do you put the guitar behind your back and stuff? and Jimi Hendrix said when he was playing in the early days that back then there used to be a guy at the bottom of the stage holding a gun up at you to make you do the tricks. So like nowadays when we do that, like the guys like me who are trying to keep it alive, we're just holding up the tradition of like the culture, like I do it just to make sure people don't forget about that. And I want like one day a little kid, like an 8-year-old today, to look at me, and then when he's 27, he's gonna be like, I want to be like that guy. Sure. And then people will still be doing that, Yeah. I think that's how it's been alive this whole time, because I was one time that kid, and now I'm the adult, Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And for people who haven't seen you live yet, what can they expect from a Paulie Boy gig? Kind of what you spoke about, yeah.
Just you want to see a dude wild out and play some blues, Like if you like blues, get on down. Yeah.
Sick. And in terms of like you said there, like with the tricks and stuff, it requires. I feel like when you look at blues as a genre, it's not about being vulnerable. It's about you creating that performance, right? You are being that showman. You're doing that. Did that, when you first got into it, kind of make it more difficult to perform, knowing that you were, having to do, you being physical as well? You were enticing people to keep watching, to keep listening. In terms of, there's no gun holding you there as the as the initiative.
No. I don't
Maybe
know.
some angry Scots, but aside from that.
I don't know. I don't know. Everything I just started doing because I was really passionate about it, and I just did it because I wanted to. Yeah. Yes. It was important to me. It was really important. Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
And has it always been blues? Has that been from the get-go? Have you ever explored kind of any
We have
genres?
a little bit. We've explored like bluegrass and folk music, like Elizabeth Cotton, Billy Strings, Doc Watson, stuff like that. I feel like maybe there's a little bit of like grunge influence on me a little bit. Sometimes like I do like strumming, heavy strumming. I don't know, I listened to a lot of Nirvana as a kid. So I think maybe you can hear some of that.
Gets into the stream, right?
Yeah.
It stays with you, for sure. Oh, sick. No, I mean, I've not been historically a big blues fan, like I'm knowing the names you're mentioning, but like I'm going to admit this is having an effect on me. Like I will be streaming more, I think, now as a result.
There you go.
But also like it is also an inherently in-person show, right? Like you can listen to it online, but like you said there, being in the crowd, seeing people be kind of jolted by this music, jolted in a good way, I promise, but being jolted by the music, it's keeping it alive, and I think that's a really powerful thing. And is it like, would you like to just keep touring? Is that the thing that you'd want to do?
That's really all I want to do, actually. Yeah. Like I know like it's important to release music and be on Spotify and all that and have albums, but like I'm gonna do all that, but like really I'm excited to just tour and like release live albums, Like Absolutely. Yeah, that's all I really want. I want to get into Australia and Asia
That's so cool,
that's really all I want to do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's really refreshing, actually. That your love for it stems from the live performances and the kind of as you build the fan base,
the love of the game. Yeah.
Yes, they're wanting to see you live and not just where's our next album? Where's our next album?
No, like literally when I was first starting, I did it purely for the love of the game, and that was it. Like I wasn't even getting anything out of it. I was just showing up for nothing. Just wanted to, Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I love it. Yeah.
And in terms of a UK tour, which is obviously we're in the UK right now, what keeps you coming back to the UK? Is it just the cities?
The UK is the best. Like honestly, I tell people all the time. I don't know why more people don't do this. Like the UK is probably. It might be the best music scene in the world. I swear, it really might be.
I'm gonna quote that.
Because everyone talks about. I don't mean to talk bad about Nashville or Austin at all, but like everyone talks so highly about those places. But I would rather just be here in Glasgow or Edinburgh.
There is a really interesting.
That's just my opinion, But
well, we'll take it. We will take it with pride. Thank you.
Yeah.
But there is a big political conversation going on in the UK at the moment about how best to support musicians coming in, especially kind of after the UK left the European Union and stuff. It did jolt, especially acts coming from, less so from America, but from Europe to come in and play in the UK. It did make it more difficult. But the opinion you've just said there, it still perseveres. It's still people are saying this is the place to be, place to come and be. Yeah. We need to invest more in it. Like we were saying just off air before that, Edinburgh's kind of known for a bit of a smaller scene, but if there was more kind of backing there for more stages and more places for this versatility and sound.
I mean, doesn't like the government in Ireland literally support musicians?
Yeah.
That doesn't exist in America, and I don't know if it exists here in Scotland, but like the scene is just interactive and it's just alive. Yeah.
That's what we like to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to play a record for you. Early One Morning or Rambling on Our Mind? Those were two of our favourites, but do you have a preference?
Chasing the Dragon. Play that one, yeah.
Let me see if that's...
Yeah. Is it not on there?
I don't know if we have that. Our system is archaic, and it's everything It's everything we upload by manual.
Well, I guess get into Early One Morning, because if I was playing live, I'd still not want to hear back. Okay. So
let's give it a listen. A little break.
One more, we are WWOZ. We've got live music for you right here in our OZ studios.
All right, this next song is called Early One Morning. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
teacher's rules. I'm in love with that woman before I learn to call her name. I'm in love with that woman before I learn to call her name. The way you treat me, driving me insane. Tell me, baby, honey, where you stayed last night? Tell me, baby, honey, where you stayed last night? You didn't come home until the sun was shining bright. sun was shining bright. One more time.
Yes, indeed. Live here in the WWOZ studios, that's Paulie Boy Blues, along with Millie Grace. Catch them this Saturday, 7 to 10, in the Voodoo Garden at the House of Blues.
And I'm going to bring that to a close because I'll be giving you outdated information, unfortunately. But yeah, that was early one morning.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I do say beautiful. We were also talking during the off-cut there, but absolutely gorgeous. Do you have a favourite song of yours?
Early one morning.
Early one morning.
Either that or Chasing the Dragon, but it's probably Early one morning.
Next time we'll play that.
Yeah.
What would you say, this is really throwing you in the deep end, what was your biggest career moment so far?
That's not even that hard to answer, actually. I got to play with Kingfish one time.
Sick.
And do you know him? Chris Stone Kingfish Ingram? Yeah, I played with him in Baltimore in 2023.
How did that happen? Sorry, in like
it was pretty honestly.
No, how did that happen? I believe you. I support you.
It's honestly a great story. Like, it says so much about him, truly does, because the way it happened was I had been going to his shows for a couple years, maybe 2-3 years before this, and it was before he was really like big yet. And like, I would hang out with him after the shows and stuff. And then in, I believe it was Philadelphia, he said to me, he was like, "Here, take my number down, man. The next time you come to one of my shows, you can come up on stage and play."
Oh my God.
And I came back to his show the next year in Baltimore, Maryland, at the 8x10, and I don't even know if he knew I was there because he didn't say anything. He didn't text me or anything. But at the gig, during his encore, he just pointed at me and was like, "Come here." And then I was like, "All right, bet." I walked around, went on stage, and he just handed me the guitar.
Oh, the vibes have been insane.
It was very nerve-wracking, but I got a lot of opportunities because of that, man. I got to play the 8x10 because of that. Honestly, perhaps that is part of the reason why the venues here started putting me on in the first place, you know?
For sure.
But, like, big shout out to Kingfish, you know? Yeah.
It must have been nice as well to see Kingfish in their kind of growth, you know, witnessing that and then being a core part of it as well, being behind the stage.
Yeah, because he's huge now. He's won a couple Grammys since then, you know?
It's insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
No. That must be, like, you must, obviously, recording and stuff aside, like, doing the kind of live music element, does that inspire you to follow a similar trajectory? Or, like, are you, like, how are you, not necessarily awards-wise, but just, like, building those kind of wider audiences?
I mean, I'm definitely excited to record. I have stuff in mind that I want to record, but like I said earlier, really, I'm excited to just play and tour. Yeah. Just get it in front of the people. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You kind of answered that question of kind of what direction are you heading in next, and I think it's really nice to hear that performing and live and kind of garnering those crowds is your main priority.
Festivals, yeah.
Glasgow gig tomorrow. Anything to say about that to our listeners? Other than come along.
And Newcastle too, the Clooney in Newcastle, and then we're playing in London as well.
Nice.
Yeah, a festival in London.
What's your feeling about London? Have you performed there much?
I played in London, I think once, maybe twice, but I played Fiddler's Elbow in August 2025, I think. And so there was a kid called Reese who got to sit in with us that day. You heard of him? Reese Snigel. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm sorry about that.
I don't think so.
But he's this upcoming, like, I think he's about 17.
Wow.
And he's a little prodigy coming up right now. Yeah. He got to play with us in London at the Fiddler's Elbow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a good venue, especially in the summer as well. Like,
yeah. It was a heat wave happening when I played there. Actually, it was crazy. Yeah.
Welcome to the UK in heat. Like, genuinely, it's really muggy enough here in Edinburgh. Don't need to get any hot. But no, I mean, some great places there, and also as well, like, it's nice that you've been sharing the stage with other people as well, like you said there. Do you feel as though, like, are you seeing kind of like I know you said your audience is younger than you, are you seeing like a really young generation kind of picking up in terms of blues? Like, are we talking
especially in Newcastle? For some reason, I noticed in Newcastle there would be a lot of young people in the crowd there. Newcastle more than anywhere, but yeah,
it's a home of a lot of musical history, to be fair.
I think it's like the university students come out in Newcastle for some reason. Yeah.
Well, hopefully we're building that in Edinburgh too.
Yeah.
And for Glasgow tomorrow night.
Yeah, right.
And how would you kind of say, why should someone who's never seen you before come across to Glasgow and down to Newcastle to watch you?
If you like blues music and if you want to see some passionate, thrilling blues, come on down. Yeah.
Sick.
Do you want to round off with these ones?
Quick fire questions. I'm gonna let you do this because I'm gonna let you do this. I'll introduce it, but I'll let Liv do it because I said it's only fair as incoming head of music to have these opportunities. I've done my time. And I'm enjoying this all the while. Quick fire questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Liv, go.
Favorite riff of all time?
I don't know. That's so hard to answer, man.
That is.
Off the top of my head, I have no idea.
One of your favorites.
For some reason, I want to say No Quarter. Like Led Zeppelin. That riff is goes hard. I don't know.
Strong.
Yeah.
One album you think every aspiring guitarist should listen to?
Maybe start with the Robert Johnson, like the Essential Collection of Robert Johnson. Yeah. Start at page 1. Yeah. If you're gonna be a player, yeah.
What's the weirdest thing to happen on stage? I think playing the guitar behind your back kind of.
I don't know.
Yeah.
One time I jumped off the stage. Actually, I was pretty loud. I jumped off the stage in Clooney.
Did they pick you up? Was it a crowd?
No, what happened, there was like a photographer standing right where I wanted to jump, and I was eyeing that spot, and then as soon as she moved, I just jumped. I was gone. And what's his name? Adam Crooks, the drummer, he said he was playing, and then he could hear me, but he's like, I looked up, and he was like, where is Paulie? I was in the crowd, yo. Yeah.
Everybody wants to do a jump though, right? Like,
the stage was like up to like the middle of my chest, so I couldn't even get back up. Yeah, it was kind of wild.
If Paulie Boy wasn't a musician, what would he be doing?
Dude, I have a joke about this. I joke and say I would be like a Olympian. I'd be like a diver or something like that. Yeah, I'm really good at doing flips and backflips and stuff.
Wow,
Hence the jumping off.
And maybe not. Maybe I'd be like hence the jumping. Yeah, I'd be an acrobat. I also maybe would be like a veterinarian or something. I like dogs a lot. I don't know.
As for Olympian, we've never had an answer like that.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I can do like double backflips and stuff, man. People don't guess that. Yeah.
Start doing that on stage. Put Benson Boone to shame.
Backflip off the stage. Yeah.
I'm gonna round off with a final question. For anyone just discovering Paulie Boy Blues, what do you want them to take away from your music?
I want people to take away from me to like go your own route in life and to do whatever it is that you want to do, as long as it's not hurting yourself or other people, of course. But like, do whatever, believe in yourself and do what you want to do. You got one life, and do something with it. Like, life is a garden, so start digging.
It's wonderful. What a wonderful way to end it.
Yeah.
Oh, Paulie Boy, everyone. Let's have a clap.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. It's been a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Yeah.
Glasgow tomorrow night.
Glasgow, yeah.
And then Newcastle. Is it day after? 27?
Yeah.
27, and London 29.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Follow him around.
Thank you, guys.
Guys. Thank you. Okay, we are going to play Rambling on My Mind.
All right, sounds good, yeah.
And then we'll be back with some new releases after that and some nostalgia as our last show of the semester. But that was Paulie Boy. And we'll shout you out on the Instagram. Bosh. what a way to end our interview with Paulie Swan. But a live version at Bannerman's, of all places. Insane. Up next, talking about with more nostalgia for me, and it wouldn't be a true radio goodbye without the king himself, Sam Fenzer. Of course, it's Hypersonic Missiles. If it wasn't silent, but it isn't silent, because it's about to turn up right now.
I eat myself to death, feed the corporate machine. I watch the movies, recite every